The year is 480 BCE. The sea near Salamis is quiet now, but not peaceful. Broken ships drift across the water like empty shells, their charred wood rocking slowly with the tide. The wind carries the smell of salt and burned timber across the shoreline. Nothing about it feels victorious anymore. This is where the battle ended, but not where the story stopped. The war between the Greek city-states and the invading forces of Xerxes I is remembered as a turning point in ancient history. It is told as a story of resistance, strategy, and survival. The Greeks defended their cities. The Persian advance was pushed back. The outcome shaped the future of the region. But what is often left out of those retellings is what happens after armies withdraw. Because after the ships burned and the soldiers moved on, the coastline did not return to normal. Camps remained. Supply routes collapsed into chaos. Civilians who had fled too late or not at all were left in the aftermath of shifting control. In the ancient world, populations did not simply return home when fighting ended. Cities like Athens had been evacuated and damaged during the invasion, and surrounding regions experienced disruption that lasted long after the battles themselves. Across the ancient Near East and Mediterranean, including within the structure of the Achaemenid Empire, conquest often meant forced relocation, labor assignment, or incorporation into administrative systems. This was not unique to one culture or one king. It was a widespread reality of ancient warfare. Persian imperial administration, especially under rulers like Xerxes I, relied on organized record-keeping. Populations in conquered or occupied regions were documented for taxation, labor, and service. Archaeological findings from administrative centers such as Persepolis and Susa show that people from many regions, Greeks included, could be relocated or assigned roles within the broader imperial system. For the people caught inside those movements, the experience was not recorded in the language of politics or victory. It was lived in uncertainty. Families were separated during evacuations. Communities fractured under the pressure of war. Some individuals were relocated far from their homelands, entering systems they did not choose and could not easily leave. The ancient world did not distinguish clearly between soldier and civilian in the way modern frameworks attempt to. War and society were deeply intertwined, and the consequences of conflict extended into everyday life long after armies left the field. Archaeological evidence from burial sites and settlement layers across Greece and Asia Minor shows signs of disruption during and after the Greco-Persian conflicts, abandoned homes, sudden population shifts, and uneven recovery across regions. But what remains most difficult to recover is not material evidence. It is memory. Ancient historians like Herodotus focused primarily on battles, leaders, and political consequences. The lived experiences of ordinary people, especially women, children, and non-combatants, rarely appear in detail. When they do, it is often fragmented, indirect, or shaped by the perspective of later writers. That absence creates silence in the historical record, not because nothing happened, but because it was not preserved in the same way. In the centuries that followed, Greek identity was rebuilt around the idea of victory and resistance. The wars against Persia became foundational stories of civilization, democracy, and cultural survival. Those narratives were powerful, and they endured. But beneath them were quieter truths: displacement, loss, adaptation, and survival in forms that did not fit heroic language. Some inscriptions and fragmentary accounts suggest individuals did return after years away, sometimes reintegrating, sometimes not. Others left behind traces of memory, names carved into stone, dedications at temples, brief records in administrative archives. These fragments are not dramatic on their own, but together they reveal something important. Empires do not only move armies, they move people. And in that movement, identities can be reshaped, forgotten, or preserved only in fragments. The past is often simplified into victory and defeat, but lived history is not clean. It is layered, uneven, and full of absences. What survives today are not just the records of kings and battles, but the quiet evidence of those who passed through the system and left only traces behind. And if there is anything left to take from that world, it is this: history is not only what is written loudly, it is also what survives in silence.